episode, we'll be grading the highly anticipated players, okay, of this season. So we're talking about LeBron James coming into his 21st season. Uh, who else? Wemby, and a lot more. We'll find names along the way. So first
All right.
off, LeBron James, how will you grade his performance so far? Remember, Reggie Miller constantly reminds us 39 years old, 21st season. Unbelievable. That's, the glazing is crazy.
Yeah, the
Uh,
glazing is crazy.
so how would you grade him? Epic.
Uh, I'm sure you guys are gonna say I'm being biased here, but you know, I'm really gonna be analytic about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grade it. I'm gonna grade it A minus. A
I'm surprised you
minus.
didn't grade him higher. I was expecting an A or an A
A
plus.
plus?
Yeah.
No,
That's
no,
it.
no. A
Uh,
minus.
it's
I
like an A
guess.
plus as well.
All right. The reason why I'm going for A minus is because I feel like LeBron is still taking those unnecessary shots. That's
Yeah.
something that
Oh
I've never
yeah.
been a fan of. So like, as much as I want to give him an A plus, I'm like, dude, can you just do what you do best? Stop acting like fucking Steph Curry, man. You're not him. Like I know you can make the three ball when needed
What?
the most, but
Yeah.
like not on a consistent basis. Like just keep, attacking the basket, keep playing bully ball. That's what you're good at. So because of that, I'll just grade him an A minus. Definitely, it's still a high rating because like LeBron has, as Reggie Miller said, 39 years old, 21st season, amazing, unbelievable. It's true though. It's
Yeah,
true
it is
though.
true. It
Even
is
if
true.
he's overglazing it, it is true. So yeah, that's my rating for LeBron.
Juan, you're grading
Uh,
for LeBron.
F.
Oh, wow. Now he
Just kidding.
wants to fight.
Damn, bro.
No, I'm just kidding. In terms of just his age, what's Miller's, what Reggie Miller has been talking about. Well, not just Reggie Miller, like everyone, right?
Everyone,
Every
yeah.
Lakers fan. For someone that age, that mileage, it's an A for me, right? We have not seen someone like that play at that high level at his age ever, right? And for someone who's a senior citizen in terms of NBA players,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
it's an A. What he's doing is an A. It's just the expectation should be put on AD rather than LeBron this season.
That's true.
Yeah.
And AD is okay as well. I mean, he sucked at the first game, but he's been balling ever since that stinker against the Nuggets. But in terms of LeBron, A, you don't have to expect that much for someone who's gonna be 39 in next month.
Hmm.
So I know I hate on him. Well, not hate, but I made fun of stuff like that.
You
But you
dislike
gotta
him a bit.
like I mean you gotta admire what he's doing, right? So he's doing everything he can. I mean, yeah, he's taking bad shots and stuff like that, but you know, he's 38. He's turning 39. He doesn't want to use too much energy driving the ball every time. He's just say, oh, I want to
Yeah,
check it,
yeah.
right? So
I get
it's
it.
fine.
I get it.
He gets a pass. I think he gets a pass for being LeBron,
Yeah.
right?
I agree with Juan. I'm giving him an A as well. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but just the fact that he's been doing this at a high level. I mean,
21
imagine,
years.
yeah,
21
21
years.
years. Imagine how
Yeah.
many players have played at least 20 years in the NBA and have performed to that standard.
No,
So yeah,
probably no one.
Miller, yeah, he is overglazing, but he does, speak facts each time he glazes over LeBron. But he's just got to stop. I mean, it's annoying. But yeah, A for me for LeBron. He's been great so far this season. It's just let's hope for the best that he doesn't get injured because that would he, it. I don't know what will
Yeah.
happen. So,
Oh,
anyways, next player. Juan's favorite player this season. Wemby.
Once hot
Yeah.
take.
Yeah. Okay, since it's Wemby, Juan, you give the first grade. Who
well,
what grade do you
for
have?
all the expectations that he had entering this season,
A
all
plus
the
plus.
hype, all the hype, I'll probably give him a B. you're a B plus.
Ooh,
That's
Right.
okay.
ooh,
And your
But
okay.
reasoning?
well, he's still adjusting, so I'll give him that. He's still adjusting, but if he, uh, in terms of shot selections, he still have that problem, and he's still not that in sync with his teammates. And if you can see, his teammates are getting surprised when he passes the ball to them. At times, they are surprised when oh, he passed it to me. Like, perfect example of that was against, I think, the Suns in their comeback.
Yeah,
For the first game, like Wemby was about to take the shot, no one's gonna block it, and still passed it, which is crazy. So I think after the season is over, whatever happens, I think Bum's gonna get an A since he's lived up to the hype. But right now, if he works on the chemistry, just adjusting to the speed of the game and improving his conditioning, it's gonna be an A.
that's good. Epic. Juan gave a B. What
Um,
about you?
honestly, okay, all right. I'm gonna give two ratings. I'm gonna give two ratings.
Okay.
Initially, during the preseason, what I've seen, if we're gonna grade that version of Wemby, I was just gonna give him like a C. Honestly, like, oh no,
He did
preseason
struggle.
Wemby.
He did
Yeah,
struggle in the preseason.
preseason Wemby.
All
So I
right.
was like, what the hell, man? Like, you guys are overhyping this kid. You're comparing him to the likes of MJ and LBJ. Like, bro, no, you can't. You can't. But I was in shock this season. Like, everything that I complained about, bro, proved me wrong, man. Like, he's been getting the boards. He's been impeccable on defense, man. He's been doing everything. Yeah, he's struggling a bit on the scoring.
Offense.
Yeah, on offense. He's on and off. So you know what? I'll go B plus just to be different. I'll go B plus. He doesn't deserve an A minus just yet, but definitely a B plus, not a B minus. And I also agree with Juan. I feel like if Pop could focus, could help Wemby focus on his struggles, and if he could fine tune everything that he needs to work on, I feel like he'll be an A minus player by the end of the season, and probably that All Star that Juan keeps on saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So yeah, I'm giving him an A minus just because
Ooh.
of
Wow. All
um.
right.
Okay, it's I already said this like a few episodes back that he could win the Rookie of the Year award,
Rookie of the year. Yeah.
but his defense will have to carry that, you know, that side of things, which he's done incredibly well. This past game, which is I don't for who did they play earlier?
Raptors.
The Raptors. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Raptors. He had 5 blocks, right? 3 blocks in the first half. So that's incredible to see. Like he's lived up to the hype defensively, and he's catching up offensively. His 38-point performance against the Suns broke my heart. But it's amazing to see because like he's a very unique player.
Oh,
He's
so unique.
bringing out the post players, post defenders, which opens up a lot for Sohan, Keldon Johnson, and the others. And also, I do want to give credit to him because, which is why I'm giving him an A minus. It's because of how much he's played. He's
Yeah.
played great, and then he's lived up to the expectations, which has given the San Antonio Spurs, a small market team, a huge, exposure on the national or international stage. You got people on Twitter or X, if
On
we're being
X. Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's X.
Uh, you got them posting, who's this player from the Spurs and who's this player from the Spurs, and it's like opening up new possibilities for not just for him but for his teammates as well. So that's why I'm giving him an A minus. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the MVP, the reigning MVP, Joel
Oh,
Embiid. How has he performed, and what would you grade his performance so far this season? Epic.
Uh,
Don't
I'm
be
not gonna
harsh.
say much. I'm not gonna say much. It's still the same old Embiid. So B. It's a B for me. He's not really. He's not Jokic, man. I'm sorry. I just feel so bad. Like, bro doesn't deserve it. So it's a B for me.
Yeah,
That's it.
And that's
that's
it. Okay, he
harsh.
kept it short, simple.
Yeah, that's
Why
it.
is he a B? He's not Jokic.
Yeah,
He's not
This-
Jokic.
that's a good enough reason to defend your take. And Juan, are you giving Embiid a B as
that's
well?
that's so harsh.
It is,
So,
but it's the truth. I
It
respect
is the
Epic for
truth,
that.
though.
no, yeah, it's the truth, but I'm not gonna be that harsh.
So you're gonna
So
give him.
I'm gonna give him an A since he's doing
Oh,
what
okay.
he's supposed to do. He's averaging 30, 30, 10. I think he's averaging a lot of assists this season
Yeah, 6.
since I checked stats for the fantasy stuff. But if he can keep that up, probably a top three finish for him. But I'd rather have him focus on getting healthy for the playoffs and at least move past the second round, since that should be his goal, not the MVP. So, but in terms of his
Yeah.
performance and how he's handled the James Harden situation, he took the high road and responding to what James said about the system and stuff. He went the high road, and I also gave him an A for doing the DX clutch job that
Yeah,
got
Oh,
he
that's
got
an A
fined.
plus for me.
that that
Yeah,
that got him fined for $35,000. Like, what
that
the
takes
hell, man?
guts, bro.
I think it's high because he did it 3 times.
Yeah, he did
He did it 3 times.
He
I could
did
have
it
been just
three
like
times.
one suck it. He
Yeah, he
did
just
three.
like
ten
three. Like,
thousand per suck, and then that sounded wrong, but 10,000 per
10,000
suck
per
it
suck.
on,
Oh God.
and then
yeah,
5,000 just because the NBA wants five more.
yeah.
You know.
But yeah.
So okay, so
Also
you
for
gave him an
MP,
A minus or an A?
just an A. Yeah, just
Just
a
an
normal A.
A.
Yeah.
Epic,
That's still high.
you have a B. I'll give him a B plus. I'll be a bit generous than Epic, but I do agree with Epic. It's just that it's early in the season, but of course he's a season player. He's a season
Yeah,
player.
yeah,
Yeah.
We all
yeah.
know that he's not a great postseason player. So that will change. My grade will change. Possibly it will go down if he gets knocked down in the first or second season again. Um, so that's my take on Embiid. It's too early to tell, but yeah, I just not a big fan of Embiid. In uh,
Yeah.
yeah, just not a big fan.
I,
Can't think
I
of
know
a
what you're
reason
coming.
why. It's just because we've already
I just
said
don't
it.
like him either, too,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't
We've
like
al-
him. I
yeah,
don't like him.
we've already said our sentiments about why we don't like him. There's nothing more to add to it, you know. Okay, moving on to the Warriors. Steph Curry,
Oh,
35, right? He's 35.
8-5.
Imagine that, 35 years old. Imagine Reggie Miller talking about it. Um, I would give him, I'd give him an A. Yeah, decent A. Um, we all know shooters have a very long career. Ray Allen prolonged his career with shooting. Peja Stojakovic, Dirk played 21
Reggie,
seasons.
Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver, yeah, even so. And for the greatest shooter of all time, Steph Curry, he's done incredibly well this season. He's been the main guy for the Warriors. He's straight out disrespectful on the court, with his shots and his theatrics. So that's an A for me. Juan, what's your grade?
A plus 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 plus.
Oh, see him
No, but
glazing.
expectations for stuff was you know he's still gonna carry the Warriors, and he's still doing that. So an A. So not gonna be A plus, since he's getting older in terms of probably being a better defender than he was last year. So but in terms of his effect on the Warriors this season, it's still basically the same on offense. I like Chris Paul's addition to the bench. Man, Kuminga and Moody are playing so good as well. So, but as for Steph, hey, I can't ask anything more for Steph. And the Warriors are asking so much from him because he's averaging like 27, 28. So they're asking too much of him. But still, yeah. Hey,
All right.
I got yeah. I gotta give Steph A+, man. No, seriously. Like, Curry's just Curry until now, you know what I mean? Like he's been doing it for a lot of years. He's been breaking a lot of hearts with those 3-point bombs. Literally wrote an article about his most memorable 3-pointers just this morning. And I was like, man, this dude
what's
is
what's
one
number what's
nasty
number what's
dude.
number what's number one? So what's the most memorable one?
To
Against
me, the most
OKC.
memorable one was yeah,
Yes, I go
exactly.
KC. Yeah, that's my answer
I
as
was
well.
like,
If I get asked that, it's the OAC one.
it's the OKC one,
I
man.
think,
So
I think that's
imagine,
I think that's the time that the NBA said we're gonna shoot more 3 pointers because of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, he literally changed the landscape of the league, and up
Yeah.
until now, like okay, if we're gonna be a bit real, the league is slowly transforming back to the way it was, playing
With the
inside, but
bigs. Yeah, the
still,
bigs.
but still, 3 pointers, man. He's still
Yeah.
dominating that aspect of the game up until now. So like that's just so difficult to stop. A while ago, he hit a big time NBA 2K like shot on Max Truss. I was like, oh my god. Like, bruh, at 35, he still got those sick handles and then step back three nonchalantly,
He's built
just
different.
sinking it in. He's just built different, man, and he's averaging 20, nearly 30 points per game still, or I think he's averaging 30 points per game, right? Currently, at the
That I
moment.
can't confirm.
I think
Wait, let me
I've
check
got him
real
20,
quick. Yeah,
27,
30
28.
point,
Oh, he's in 30 now?
30.4.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30.4 points per game at the moment. 35. You know what I mean? So, like,
Still
if
too much
if
for
they're
stuff, I think.
overglazing LeBron, I'm gonna overglaze Steph a bit. So props to Curry. I especially like I'm bring up what Juan said. Chris Paul's addition to the team. Like I'm just so amused how Curry could also play off the ball without being the primary ball handler. So it's just very amusing to watch. He's just an all-around guy up until now, and there are no chemistry problems. The Warriors are still dominating the West with Curry on the team, so he deserves the A+ for me.
That's good. That's
You,
good.
you want to know why that there's no chemistry issues?
Why?
Why? Let me know.
There's no Jordan Poole anymore.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
it's the truth though.
that's the
I
truth.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the truth.
I mean,
Now,
I don't know if it's confirmed, but Jordan Poole, I think the reason why Draymond hit him was like Jordan was bragging that he was gonna get paid, and
he did
I,
say he did mock Draymond. It's like rumors that he called him an
yeah,
expensive backpack. So
yeah,
that's funny to me. That's
something
funny
like
to
I
me.
didn't
that.
see that. I didn't see that.
And I think it was Iggy who said that one of the things that Jordan was expecting was he was gonna be transitioned into the next star for the Warriors,
Oh,
but he
okay.
can't do that with
Steph,
Steph
he's
and
still
Clay
on the
still
team.
there.
Yeah.
So, but he's got the opportunity now at the Wizards, and his
He's gonna make enemies with that Denny Advia. So
yeah, and he's already on Shackton a fool.
yeah,
Number one at that, right? Number one for the first Shackton a fool of the season. That's a good start for you, Jarpo. So
that's great. Yeah. Did I give my grade for Steph? Oh, yeah, yeah, I did. I think I did.
I think you
I
did.
think it's the first.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
first one to get.
So let's have the last one. This one is a duo, the new duo in the
Okay.
East.
Oh,
Milwaukee Bucks,
Ah,
Giannis and
Giannis and Dame
Damian
time.
Lillard. For me, I'd give them a B minus. I don't think it's obvious that Damian Lillard isn't used to playing with stars, so he's kind of like
Mm.
adjusting on the fly.
Yeah.
And of course, it comes with the coaching as well. Adrian Griffin, he's not confident enough yet to take command, call the shots, tell his stars what to do, what not to do. So it's a B minus for me because there's been obvious struggles on both players
Yeah.
for me. Juan, what would you grade them? I got them at B minus.
Probably C, since they got blown out by the Hawks and they got blown out by the Raptors.
Yeah, that's
Right?
embarrassing.
That's not good. If you're got like a player like Damian Lillard and Giannis, it's probably two of the top 10 players, arguably. It's
Hmm.
not a good look. Like two blowout losses against teams that you don't expect to blow them out. So so I think it comes down to probably Lillard still, as you pointed out, uh, still adjusting to playing with someone like Giannis. But if you're gonna really look at it, it should be easier for them since if they just run a pick and pop, a pick and roll for them, I think it should be easier, right? And Giannis should not get worried about the wall since if opposing teams create the wall, Lillard's gonna be open, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think yes, I think it could go down to coaching, but those two superstars should be the extension of the coach on the court and should just take over, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's on them as well. So that's why I'm gonna give them a C. If I think if they get more assertive on offense, they'll be okay. But right now, two blowout losses to start the season, not good.
Hmm.
Okay, epic.
Um. Yeah. So I'll put my grade in between your grades. So I'll give them a C plus. Uh, cause like, dude, I gotta bring up that Atlanta Hawks game, man. Lillard 0 points first half, 6 points total. What happened to Dame time, man? What happened to freak time,
Went
for that
undertime.
matter? Dude, it was under time. You know what I mean? And like, as much as Giannis has been doing his part, still being, the star of the Bucks, he's not he's not the Giannis that I know. You know what I mean? It could really be the coaching. That's the problem. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Giannis is lacking a lot of things that I kind of looked up to him
Yeah,
previously.
he's not as aggressive, right?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's just the feel out process at this point.
Bro,
They're only 5 games in together as a duo, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, by probably the 10th
January,
game, or probably as late
January,
as January.
yeah,
Yeah, hopefully they could get their motor running. Hopefully they're like a well-oiled machine. But they got to pick up the pace soon, man. Because if they don't, I think it's GG's
Yeah,
for the both of them.
it's like I know it's their first season together, but I feel like everyone's waiting for them to click. So because
Yeah,
it's a huge thing to make that trade, and everyone's expecting something in return, like
yeah.
a title maybe, or like as far as
A
the
deep playoff run.
yeah, deep
it
Yeah,
playoff
should
run.
it should be a title for
Yeah,
after acquiring them. Should
that's
be a
true.
title.
Anyways, guys, episode 12. It's been a blast having you guys back after 2 weeks without an episode.
Yes,
Finally, great to talk about basketball and the NBA in general. So make sure to subscribe here on YouTube and follow us on Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, basically everywhere.
everywhere.
I'm thinking about putting LinkedIn profile for the Jersey Shorts podcast, but it doesn't make any sense.
Okay,
So
it
anyway,
doesn't
it
make.
doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna pass up on that. But anyways, our socials are in the description below. So make sure to follow us and comment or share your thoughts and or give us advice. Let us know what you guys want to see us talk about here in the next episode of the Jersey Shorts podcast season 2. See y'all in the next one. Peace.